My wedding is in 3 weeks. I just found out my father has been hiding the fact that my fiancé is a divorcee. I feel like my entire life is a lie. I, 26F, feel like I am living in a fever dream. I'm currently sitting in a parked car outside a CVS because I can't go back into my parents' house yet. If I look at my father right now, I think I might actually scream and never stop. To understand why this is so big, you have to understand my family. We are traditional. Not traditional in a cute vintage way, but in a reputation is everything way. My father is a prominent figure in our community, a man who prides himself on integrity, lineage, and clean histories. I met my fiancé, David, 31M, 18 months ago. My father actually introduced us. He's the son of one of my father's oldest business associates. David is everything a daughter is supposed to want. Successful, kind, incredibly patient, and he treats me like I'm the only person in the room. My father has spent the last year bragging about how he vetted David personally. He told me, "I made sure you were getting a man with no baggage, a man worthy of this family. The wedding is in 3 weeks. The dress is fitted, the deposit for the hall is paid, and the invitations went out months ago." The incident happened this morning. I was at my parents' house helping my mom organize the seating chart. My father was in his study, and he left his laptop open on the kitchen counter while he went to take a phone call in the garden. A notification popped up on his screen. It was an email from a law firm with the subject line, "Read David last name, final decree of dissolution, certified copy." My heart didn't just drop, it stopped. I shouldn't have clicked it, I know that, but I did. It wasn't just an email, it was a chain. My father hasn't just been vetting David. He has been managing David's past for the last year. The documents showed that David was married for 4 years in his mid-20s. He didn't just have a serious girlfriend, he had a wife, a wedding, a life. The divorce was finalized only 6 months before I met him. But the worst part, the email chain between my father and David. In an email dated 4 months ago, David wrote to my father, "I can't keep doing this. Me asks about my past, and I hate lying. We need to tell her before the wedding. It's better coming from us than someone else." My father's reply made my blood run cold. "You will say nothing. I have invested too much in this union and this family's image. My daughter expects a certain kind of man. If you tell her now, her mother will be devastated, and the scandal will ruin the season. I have handled the records. As far as the community is concerned, you are a bachelor. Keep it that way if you want my blessing." I felt like I was going to throw up on the kitchen tiles. My father, the man who lectured me my whole life about honesty and purity, had literally brokered a deal to lie to me. He treated my marriage like a business merger where he had to hide a defect in the product. I didn't confront them immediately. I took photos of the screen with my phone, grabbed my purse, and told my mom I forgot an appointment. I called David 10 minutes ago. I didn't lead with a hello. I just said, "Who was she, David? What was her name?" The silence on the other end of the line was the loudest thing I've ever heard. He didn't even try to deny it. He just started crying. He said he loved me, that he wanted to tell me, but my father threatened to destroy his father's reputation if he broke the narrative. He said he felt like he was being held hostage by my father's obsession with a perfect wedding. So, here is where I am. My fiancé lied to me for 18 months about a fundamental part of his life. My father manipulated both of us to protect a reputation that apparently matters more than my autonomy. They both decided I wasn't strong enough or important enough to know the truth about the man I'm legally binding myself to. I'm supposed to be at a rehearsal dinner in 4 days. My mother is currently picking out centerpieces. And I am realizing that the 2 men I trusted most in this world looked me in the eye every day and chose a lie. I don't even know if I'm mad at David yet. I'm mostly just empty. He was a coward, yes, but my father? My father was the architect. He groomed this situation. He took away my right to choose my own life because he didn't want the shame of a divorced son-in-law. I'm staying at a hotel tonight. I haven't answered my father's calls. He's sent 5 texts asking where I am. I'm thinking about showing up to the family dinner tomorrow and laying the divorce papers on the table in front of everyone. Or maybe I just disappear. How do you marry someone when your foundation is built on a secret burial ground? How do I ever look at my father again? TLDR, found out through a leaked email that my fiancé was married before. My father knew the whole time and forced him to hide it from me to protect our family reputation. Now I'm 21 days away from a wedding to a stranger. Update 1, posted 6 hours later. I'm in the hotel. David showed up. He was a mess. Apparently, his first marriage ended because they were too young and his ex-wife moved abroad. No big scandal, no abuse, just a natural end. But my father told him that if I knew, I would never look at him the same way, and that our family's business ties would be severed. David told me, "I was scared of losing you, and I was scared of your father." I told him that fear is a terrible foundation for a marriage. I told him he should have trusted me more than he feared my dad. I still haven't called my father back. He's starting to panic. He just messaged my mom saying he's going to call the police if I don't check in. I sent a text to my mom saying I'm safe, but I need 24 hours. I think the wedding is off. Not because David was divorced. I wouldn't have cared if he just told me, but because I realized today that I don't actually know the man I'm marrying, and I definitely don't know the man who raised me.